Good morning. Welcome to another of my morning walks, leaping out the door at 6:30 in the morning here in Worthing, where I live, on another sunny but somewhat windy day. I hope there's not too much wind buffering on the microphone. I can't monitor the sound, so it's always awkward to know. Today I'm walking. Well, my intention is to walk through Homefield Park, which is just up ahead, and then through Beach Park, and really just talk not so much about the heritage, the landscape and the nature, just to talk about how I'm coping and what I've been up to, and just to make it a little bit more of a vlog, I suppose, on this episode. The other thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to start talking about it now, is comments. I haven't had the time at the moment to answer all the comments. In fact, I think because more people are at home and bored, I'm getting more views on my videos, which is lovely, and consequently, as a result of that, I'm also getting more comments. And I do try to answer all the comments, but at the moment it's just defeating me. Coming into the entrance here of Homefield Park. The reason for coming early, of course, is to try and avoid people. I imagine that the park here, with its tennis courts, its spotted laurel and lovely selection of trees, will have a few people in, because dog walkers in the morning do like to come here. Nice holm oak just up there. There's a squirrel, I don't think you'll be able to see it really, just sitting oh no, he spotted me. It looked like he was just sitting there chewing on a nut. So, am I coping? Yes, I am coping. In fact, the only way I'm coping with this lockdown and not being able to go out is by being busy. I live pretty much on my own. My son and his girlfriend live upstairs, and they've been barricaded in their own room, basically sitting on computers playing games. They're very much gamers, so that's what they do. Oh, this is the skate park that's been here for about 10 years now, I imagine. Very popular with the kids. I can't say I've ever skated here myself, but you know, they do enjoy it, which is great. Oh, this is a new bit here. Not seen this before. Must be fun. Never had anything like this when I was a kid. I had farmland. Oh, I'll just climb up over here. Look at that. Lovely. I have seen skaters come past my house, and obviously on their way down here to come down here. But look at the rubbish on the ground. Ordinarily, I'd pick that up, but I can't wash my hands at the moment, and I don't want to touch my face. So that's a bloody nuisance. And there's a bin just over there. There is two people, a father and son, I think, playing football early in the morning. Perhaps they got up and just wanted to get out. I don't blame them. There's quite a bit of wind. Here on the right is the hospital. The back end, the south end of the hospital is quite big. I wonder what it's like inside. What ghastly things they're having to deal with at this moment. Another thing about the comments I wanted to mention was, because I've kept myself busy so that I don't get bored, frustrated, have anything to affect one's mental illness and all those things, I haven't been spending huge amounts of time doing research and making perhaps one or two really good videos, knowledgeable and full of facts and all of that. I've really just been concentrating on getting stuff out. Consequently, some of the videos like this are streams of consciousness, especially the ones I post in the afternoons. More of the hospital here. Look. It's a sort of mixture of oldish buildings and nice new buildings. They have invested well here, and generally I think Worthing Hospital is pretty good. I'm going to carry on and then turn right at the end of the road here, which will take me through Beach House Park, which I have made a video with the lovely Julia in normal circumstances. So my routine has been to try and release 2 videos a day, 2 pre-recorded videos, and 2 live streams. So I go out in the mornings like this, thinking, where can I go that's not too far away from my house, and we'll show something that's relatively interesting. Morning. And put that up in the afternoon. I'm making in the daytime now, which will come on stream very soon, some other videos for the morning video. And at 9:30 in the mornings, I've been recording English Journey by J.B. Priestley live as a live stream for On My Quest for England. 1933 it was written. J.B. Priestley takes a journey through England and comments on some of the places. It's a fine bit of writing and it's fascinating. So, a couple of squirrels seem very much unperturbed by me. Watch out, there's a car coming. Just spotted this. That's very nice, isn't it? I love that. I think that's very good. I'm sure the staff of the NHS must see that and take encouragement. And then in the evenings I do a live show, the Vobes show, which is on a different channel, which is more of a chat show, but it's also a community show where people can send me videos and I play them in to the show whilst on the live stream chatting about this, that and the other, whatever's the topic of the day. So my workload has actually increased, and I think that's the case with a lot of people. I mean, you look at how we're jumping through hoops to get the new ventilators made, the testing kits made. Things are happening in the government at a scale that would normally take years, and hospitals, temporary hospitals are being erected that, you know, take days. And it is amazing what you can do when you have to. Just coming up now to the building. It's a lovely building just beyond these trees that's operated by the St. John's ambulance lot. Oh look, here we go. People have been putting up their artwork here and there. Thank you, NHS. And a few more in the. This is really good. It's so good to see people coming together in these times of need. We're on Lyndhurst Road now. Here's the St. John's ambulance building up ahead, as I said. And to my right, down here a little bit, is the let's cross over one more time, is the park, the other second park that I'm walking through. Somebody commented, as much as I like your videos, Richard, I don't like the urban videos. I much rather have the countryside videos. And of course, I don't generally do that many urban videos. Sometimes we look at villages and things and may have done some research, maybe a little bit. And often I'm out exploring the countryside and the farm areas and that sort of thing. But clearly, these are different times. One can't just go wherever anybody wants to go. The feeling about getting in a car and driving to a country spot is much debated at much debated at the moment. Coming into the beach house park. It's a lovely bit of park land. And again, this is what I've made a video about this, as I mentioned before, and they play bowls here, and here we go, that sign here that says this park closes at 1800. So it may be that some people feel my videos are losing their integrity, they're not as well researched, they're not put together as well. You know, it's the time factor. As I say, I could spend more time and make just one video. But as people are frustrated and they're sitting in their houses looking for new content, perhaps fed up with the usual content of the television, and they're looking for something different and they're turning to places like YouTube, I think my job is to try and just bring as much variety, no matter that it's perhaps not as well put together as it could be. This is interesting here, the Bug Cycle Community Garden with an easy grow herbs, I think with some rosemary in the front there, and then these are quite nice here, frog life cycle, ladybird life cycle, butterfly cycle and dragonfly cycle, using bicycle wheels to show the difference. Very nice indeed. It's the weekend as I record this, it's Saturday, and the fear, I think, is that people who have been working and working flat out, people perhaps at supermarkets who are pretty much on the front line, obviously people like the NHS, van drivers, delivery men doing all this very important work. It's the fear is that they might, in order to take a break, get in their cars and go to beauty spots just to enjoy a bit of countryside. And I think the worry there is, I love this bit of the park. The worry is that people will, too many people will be gathering in the same place. This is very beautiful. It's funny, I was expecting to see quite a few dog walkers just going around the block first thing in the morning to avoid people. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Squirrels and seagulls and a few crows is pretty much all I've seen on this walk. It is possible for me to cut through the town, not the town, through the residential houses early in the morning. It's about a 2-mile stroll, get to the foot of the downs and get up over, not so much Sisbury, because that is a popular place, but some of the other South Downs, and I may try that. I don't want to put anyone at any risk, and I don't want to be seen to be flouting the rules, but I could go really early in the morning. I mean, that's the thing, really early in the morning when there's nobody about. Going at popular times, like getting up and having a slow breakfast and getting out at 11 o'clock when pretty much everybody else might be thinking of doing the same, is not ideal, is it? Past the Warrior Bird Memorial, the pigeons that were sending messages in the Second World War, through this little haven there, and coming round and up to Beach House, a Georgian building in Worthing that then looks down onto the seafront. I have to say I do like going down to the seafront. I mean, I live by the sea, and it's one of those things, isn't it, that often when you live somewhere you don't take advantage of the things that are actually there, which is daft. I lived in Petworth for 2 years, and not once did I go to Petworth House. And here is a memorial to the Battle of Boar's Head, the day Sussex died. It says here on this memorial stone, 30th of June 1916, "They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old." And lots of wooden crosses to represent those that from Sussex that died, and an interpretation board. Well, I've babbled on quite a long time in this one. Usually I only make 10-12 minute videos. I'm going to be racking my brains if this lockdown continues for where to go and what to do on these very short walks, but hopefully they are enjoyable, and hopefully you get something out of them, and hopefully you can curb your criticism a little bit, because you know we're all trying to keep positive and trying to do good things, and sometimes in the comments people do put things which can be hurtful when all you're trying to do is entertain, amuse, and provide some distraction from the terrible times we're in. Anyway, more to follow. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, give me a thumbs down. I'd rather you gave me a thumbs down than a bad comment, really, actually. But as I say, I can't get to all the comments now because there's just so many of them. I'm really, really pleased that people enjoy, on the whole, what I do. Take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.